Ever feel like your aquarium just doesn't look as lush as it should, even though you've covered all the basics? Yeah, you're not alone. Today, we'll talk about the most important factor to keep a healthy planted aquarium: lighting. But we won't cover the basics of lighting. You probably know those already. And you also know that sometimes, even with top-notch lighting, your plants might be struggling. So let's go over a few tips that will help you identify if the issues that you are having are lighting related and how to fix them. Number 1. Being unable to grow a full carpet. One common issue with aquarium lighting is not adjusting for the size and depth of the tank. Light doesn't travel as far underwater, so in a deeper tank, even a high quality light can struggle to reach the bottom where many plants need it the most. If your carpeting plants are not growing as they should, that's often a clue that your light isn't powerful enough for your tank's depth. To make sure your light setup matches your tank, consider looking up the part measurements for the light you are using or thinking of buying. Part measures how much usable light actually reaches your plants. Some manufacturers share part ratings for different depths, which can help you choose the right model. This way, you are not just guessing, you'll know if the light you are considering can reach the bottom of your tank effectively. In some cases, you might need a light with higher wattage or even a second fixture to get that lush, vibrant look you want. Proper lighting intensity and distribution can transform your tank's overall appearance. Number 2. Brown diatom algae. Most algae problems are related to too much light, but brown diatom algae is not. This type of algae is a common problem in newer tanks with insufficient lighting. Diatoms thrive, covering surfaces with a stubborn brownish layer that sticks to everything: your substrate, plants, even the glass. This algae type feed on silicates and other nutrients, and without the right lighting balance, they keep spreading. It's one of those issues that can make your tank look dull and dirty no matter how much cleaning you do. Now, a balanced light schedule can be a huge help here. While diatoms might eventually fade as the tank matures, low light can keep them coming back, slowing down the natural balancing process. Most algae eaters will munch on diatoms, which is a plus, so consider adding a few if you're battling this brown mess. Still, they won't do it all for you. Getting that light intensity just right is key. Not too much, not too little. Enough to prevent diatoms from taking over, but not so much that you start dealing with other types of algae. With the right setup, you'll notice the brown haze fades, leaving your tank clearer and healthier looking. Guys, if you are enjoying the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow. Number 3. Stunt growth. This is a big red flag that your lighting setup might need some tweaking. When light isn't strong enough or doesn't have the right spectrum, your plants can't photosynthesize properly. And that's when things start to go downhill. You'll notice the signs: weak stems, leggy growth, pale leaves, and overall stunned plants that just don't look healthy. It's like they are barely hanging on. Plants need light in specific wavelengths to thrive, especially in the red and blue spectrum. Without that, they are essentially starving for the energy they need to grow properly. A high quality light with a balanced spectrum can make all the difference, encouraging compact, lush growth instead of the stretched out, fragile look you get with poor lighting. If you're seeing these symptoms, it's worth checking your light intensity and spectrum. Many features list spectrum details. This can guide you towards a better match for your plant's needs. When you dial in the right lighting, you'll notice your plants get healthier, with vibrant colors, fuller leaves, and a much more natural look that makes your tank feel like a miniature underwater jungle. Number 4. Cloudy water. Cloudy water can be a frustrating issue, and sometimes your light could be what's causing it. When the light is too intense or on for too many hours, it can fuel bacterial blooms, especially in tanks with nutrient-rich water. This bloom gives the water a milky, hazy look that makes your tank feel anything but crystal clear. Even though it's bacteria, not algae, excessive light is a key factor, essentially pushing the tank's balance over the edge. In nutrient-heavy setups like planted tanks with regular fertilizers, bacteria can quickly multiply when exposed to too much light. The result? A cloudy mess that won't settle without intervention. So how do we fix it? Dial back your lighting duration and intensity a bit to help the tank find its balance. A light timer can help you stay consistent. Usually around 6 to 8 hours per day is plenty for most tanks. And don't forget water changes. Regular maintenance can keep excess nutrients down, starving the bacteria out. With a few adjustments to the lighting and upkeep, that cloudiness should clear up, leaving your water looking fresh and your aquarium back to its best. Number 5. Unstable daily light cycle. I touched on this a bit in the last tip, but an unstable light cycle can really mess with your tank's balance. If you're turning the lights on and off at random times, or if your schedule is all over the place, you'll be sending mixed signals to everything in the tank. Plants, fish, and yes, algae. Plants rely on a steady rhythm of light and dark periods to grow properly. Without it, you'll likely see weaker growth, slower spread, and possibly even leggy plants. And it's not just the plants that suffer. Fish can get stressed by irregular lighting. They use light as a natural indicator for their sleep-wake cycle, so a steady schedule is important to keep them happy. Inconsistent lighting can also throw off your algae control, giving unwanted algae a better chance to thrive. Algae love unpredictable lighting because it disrupts the tank's normal cycles, creating opportunities for them to spread. A simple fix? Set your light on a timer for the same hours each day. This stability helps create a balanced ecosystem where plants thrive, algae stays in check, and fish feel secure. Those were a few tips or signs that you might have a lighting problem. If you need any help getting your tank back on shape, let me know in the comments the issues that you're having, and I'll do my best to help you out.